How's it going? I forgot to turn off my flashlight. How's it going, everyone? I found this GWAR albums tier list, and I'm just gonna do this for this week's video. I have them all sorted here by order of year of release, and we're gonna just do this. Alright, let's start with this one. Let's start with Hello. This one's pretty good. This one's got some hits, some bangers. I'm gonna put it in good. It has You Ain't Shit. That's one of my personal favorites. There's another song that's about that French guy. I forget what it's called though. I know what it's called. I don't really know how to pronounce it though. But his name is, I think Jacques Cousteau. Is that his name? It's about that guy. I forget how to pronounce it. So that's going in good. Alright, Scumdogs of the Universe. This one is going in absolute peak. That album is amazing. Like, all the way through, it's so fucking good. I think my personal favorites are Death Pod, Love Surgery, and King Queen. Those are probably my favorites. Of course, Sick of You. Sick of You is also in there. That's another good one.
Death Pod comes from the sky.
Alright, America Must Be Destroyed. This one I've had, like, this one I've started loving more, so this one I'm also going to put in absolute peak, because that one's awesome. I love, like, the thrash sound of it, like the edgier sound for that song, for that album. I think my favorite from that one would probably be Ham on the Bone. That's a good one. Either Ham on the Bone or Pussy Planet. That's another good one. That's one of Beefcake's, I think. One of Beefcake's songs. Okay. This next one, This Toilet Earth. That one's going in great because I really like that one. I think my favorite song from that one would probably be Jack the World. That's a good one. And also introduced a new villain of the series, Skull Headface, who's a pretty funny villain. Alright, next, Ragnarok. This one is going in great because it's another good one. I like all of these. None of these are going in dog shit, by the way. Because, so if you were expecting me to be like, oh, Bloody Pit of Horror, dog shit, I'm not gonna do that because I like all these albums because they all have something good to them. Okay, Carnival Chaos. This is probably like my favorite, next to America Must Be Destroyed. This is another really good one. That one's like one of my personal favorites. And I think my favorite song on it would be If I Could Be That. That's a good one.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna cut you.
Okay, We Kill Everything. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This one, I can see why the band hates it, We Kill Everything, but I like it. I think it's pretty good. A lot of the fans hate it as well, which I don't really get because it's awesome. It's a nice kick-ass album. It's very fun. It's got a lot of like goofy songs on it. That was probably going in good. but I can see why the band hates it. Because it is kind of annoying, because some of the songs are weird, but other than that, it's pretty good. Alright, Violence Has Arrived. This one is awesome. This one, it's like more of what America Must Be Destroyed was, where it's like more of a thrashy sound. And I think my favorite from Violence Has Arrived is probably Antichrist, or Antichrist, however you pronounce it. Either that, or I'm trying to think of the song's name. Hang on. The song I was looking for was called Abyss of Woe, and that's probably my favorite from that album. I like that one. Okay, next is War Party. This is when this is when people realized, oh, they're actually like going back to their thrash roots, and like everyone was really excited. This one's probably going in peak, because that's a really good album. And I think when I hear the name GWAR, that's what I usually, that album is like the first thing that comes to my head. I like the edginess of it. I mean, all of these are edgy, but like still. Okay, Beyond Hell. I haven't listened to this one fully yet. This one's going in decent because I haven't like fully listened to it yet. But from the songs I've heard, it's pretty good. I like it. Okay, Lost in Space. This is another good one. I'm gonna put this one in great because I think that's when like modern Odorous era was like peak. That and War Party, and also Beyond Hell. I forgot Beyond Hell comes after War Party. That one's going in great. Okay, Bloody Pit of Horror. A lot of people don't like this one because this one's kind of rushed. But I like it. I think it's pretty good.
I am a throwback to primeval age. I'm easy to anger. I'm quick to enrage. Welcome once again to the bloody pit, my friends. We're so glad you could have.
Okay, next is Battle Maximus. This is the last album with Odorous. I should also mention that Bloody Pit of Horror ended up being the last album with Flatus Maximus, because I think like 2 years later he died, which sucks. And then in Battle Maximus they brought in a new guy, Pestilus Maximus, the new guitar player, and he's been the guitar player since then. This one's probably going in great because that one's awesome. I think my favorite song from that one would probably be Bloodbath. Alright, next is The Blood of Gods. This is the first album to feature Blothar, the Berserker, on vocals after Odorous passed away in 2014. Honestly, Blothar does a really good job with vocals here. Like, his voice is awesome. His voice on The Blood of Gods and New Dark Ages down there is really good. I think Blood of Gods is also going in great, because that's another really good one. And then New Dark Ages. This one's awesome as well. I'm gonna also put that one in grade because that's a good one. It's not like absolute peak up here, but it's also really good.
Gotta know that it didn't have to go down this way. Motherfucking liar. Truth is undone. Like it.
So yeah, this is. I didn't put any in dog shit or meh because I love all these albums. I think they all have something good to them. And also for We Kill Everything, I like the fact that on every physical release, like vinyl, cassette, and CD, it's always labeled as uncensored. I don't think there's a censored version that exists though, which is weird because that'd be interesting. I made a separate tab for Scum Dogs because why the fuck not?